Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all have had a good week. Wanted to go live today with my 5 on Friday and share 5 things that happened this week in the hopes that they might be of some help to you. So anyways, I wanted to start out by showing my garden. We had a lot of storms this week, and I wanted to show you the aftermath. It's actually not too bad, but we had torrential rains. We had a huge storm on Monday night. It wasn't Monday night. I think it was Wednesday night, I think it was. And oh my gosh, bark was everywhere. This patio literally was a lake. And as you can see, I've got bark everywhere on this patio. It actually was way worse yesterday. But actually you can see the tree lost like a whole bunch of leaves. And it looks like fall, but it's not really fall. But anyways, the plants are doing really good. The rain has really done really well for them. Sorry about the barking dogs. But anyways, you can see that my zinnias are starting to bloom, which is great. And the dahlias, I've had to cut off all the flowers that were on there, but hopefully they're going to come back soon. So anyways, pretty soon, hopefully we'll have more than just green. We'll have a lot more color. So anyways, that is the garden. Oh, and I guess we did have some tornadoes yesterday. Things got looking really bad, but I think they were out south. So thankfully, we didn't have any major damage from that. But anyway, so I want to talk about my mom. First off, of course. My niece went to see her on Saturday, and she was pretty good. And then Amelia and I went to visit her on Wednesday, and she was pretty good when we were there. My friend, Andrea Catlett, she runs a nonprofit called Fallen Sparrow, and she will go and visit with your loved ones wherever they are. She's an amazing person, and in fact, she is a non-denominational pastor, and so she does this work, and it's just amazing. And we had a really great visit with her. We'll hook up her website, and then you can read about her story. She's been through a lot in her life, and she takes care of her mom, so she's doing elder care as well as taking care of special needs kids, and she has her own health problems that she deals with, but she's just an amazing person. She's also going to be hosting a caregiver support group this weekend, which I'm going to talk more about. I'm going to post more about that soon, so keep a watch out for that. It's going to be Sunday afternoon here in Denver around 4. And anyways, so I had my care conference yesterday for my mom, and first one, and they're going to stop the skilled care with her. She's plateaued. She's done as much as she's going to do, I guess, with the physical therapy. They said she's walking about 130 feet, but she is not allowed to walk on her own. But she has gotten strong enough that I guess she's taking herself to the bathroom, which is not a good thing because she could fall very easily. So I'm hoping that she will stop doing that, but probably not. So anyways, I did voice my concerns about the wounds, and still no contact from the wound care doctor or the wound care nurse, but I did hear from the director of nursing yesterday, and actually we had a weird thing happen where she called me yesterday, and this is something very strange. She kept telling me that she thought she was living in a mausoleum, which made absolutely no sense. I've never heard her talk about that before, and she was extremely confused. I tried to talk her through it, but wasn't really getting her to get any of what I was saying, and then I just tried to go with it. And finally the nurse thankfully said, I got on the phone and said, I'm just gonna get her busy. And I was like, that's good. And then I started thinking, God, I hope she doesn't have another infection, because when she gets this crazy, that's usually what that means. So they listened to my concerns and said they were gonna check for infection. So I'm just waiting to hear. And when I checked on her again, they did say that she had calmed down, so that's good. But it just breaks my heart that, she's so adamant that she still wants to go home, and I can't take her there. And she keeps saying she sees my dad, that he's been visiting her, which I don't think is such a bad thing. It actually kind of gives me comfort. But Anyways, so if anybody out there is in the same boat, just know my heart goes out to you, and this is one of the hardest things any of us will ever have to go through, and we're just doing our best. I know. So anyways, also the next thing on my list to do for my mom, or the last thing, was to pre-plan her burial. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that. In fact, she told me her wishes a long time ago before dementia, and I told her I wanted her to just get it done, do it, and I would put it in motion, but she never did it. And so now it's left to me, and because we're doing this spend down, I have to get it all done before she runs out of money. So I made the call and got the information, and I'm in the process of trying to figure all that out, which I hate, but it has to be done. So working on that, and things in my Etsy are pretty much dead again. Very, very slow, not many sales. Don't have anything to show you today. I have nothing new. Although I was going to have something new to show you, and then I messed it up yesterday. So I have to do it all over again. But anyways, I did get hooked up with this organization. I forgot to write this down. I'll try to link it, where these students will design you a website, and all you have to do is pay for the hosting. So I'm going to try that. This is like my last ditch effort to try to get my standalone website and see if I can save my business that way. So wish me luck. I hope it will work. And then last but not least, and with some prayer and faith, and I saw something today from Reverend Billy Graham's daughter, and she was talking about loneliness and how this is really an epidemic here in this country right now, and that it's easier to talk about depression than it is loneliness. And there's so many people that are lonely. I mean, the pandemic really made a lot of that happen, and I just, like she said, we need to, be able to talk about that more, and especially for our seniors, for sure. I mean, I know how lonely they have to be. I mean, going into this new facility and seeing all these people that just don't have anybody, it just breaks my heart. So, if you're lonely, please, reach out. She also talked about how she likes to use the acronym REACH. And she says, for R, recognize it. For the E, she said, you need to do, or the E, the E, what was the E part? I forgot the E part, sorry. But the A was anticipate, and then the C was connect, community. And then the H, basically, just give it to God, and hopefully, let go and let God, hopefully, he'll hear your prayers and he'll bring those people into your life, but you also have to reach out too. So anyways, just a little bit of prayer, let's make sure to keep Ukraine in our prayer, and in our prayers, stop this senseless war, peace in Israel, stop the LGBTQIA hate and anti-Semitism, help the women in Iran have their freedoms, and stop this horrible gun violence, get rid of these weapons of mass destruction. And also continue praying for my friend Jana, who thankfully is doing much better. Pray for Josh and his mom. Her surgery's been moved up to next week. And then my friend Kathy Sina, her son's friend, I can't remember his name, but he was in a horrible accident. So we can pray for him to get better and have quality of life. He has young children. And also today is my friend Sam Van Wy's birthday, so I want to wish him a very happy birthday. He's an amazing person. And unfortunately, his Facebook was hacked this week, which is horrible. So I know he's missing out on all of the birthday wishes, but if somebody sees this, comment and wish him a happy birthday, because, he's an amazing person. And he's doing so much to help people with Alzheimer's, dementia. And, he lost his wife in December, but I'm sure she's looking down. So I hope you all have a good week, and let me know if you guys are in need of prayer, and I will talk to you guys soon.